Open-world games are everywhere, but most of them feel bloated, filled with empty space and boring side quests. You've got massive maps that are 90% nothing, missions that feel like checklists, and worlds that look pretty but have zero soul. Then there are the real open-world games, the ones where every corner of the map has something worth discovering, where exploration isn't a chore, it's an addiction, where you can get lost for hours and genuinely love every second of it. I'm talking about games where the world design is so incredible, so carefully crafted, that you forget you're supposed to be chasing a story. Games where stumbling into a random location gives you more joy than completing the main mission. These 20 open-world games prove that exploration can be an art form. Each one has a world so beautifully designed, so densely packed with secrets and discoveries that you'll never want to leave. Get ready to lose hundreds of hours. Your next adventure starts now. After the first few hours, Hyrule can only be fully explored using the dozens of echoes that Zelda slowly unlocks. Opening up new routes and solving puzzles is about getting creative, encouraging players to engage with space around them in fresh ways. You're playing as Zelda, experiencing Hyrule differently. The puzzles are creative. Exploration is rewarding. The ecosystem creates phenomenal depth. This game respects player creativity. Absolutely brilliant design. Represents the middle section of the adventure with plenty of wandering around open areas on one big journey. Side quests serve as the primary reason to explore each zone, offering variety and unpredictability. You're continuing Cloud's journey across diverse regions. The world is stunningly beautiful. Characters are memorable. Story moments are emotional. Exploration feels organic. Combat encounters are engaging. This 2024 release respects the original while innovating exploration. Bethesda changed the meta for Western RPGs with Skyrim. It offered the most organic exploration we'd seen. You could ignore the main quest for 200 hours and still find meaningful content. The modding community has kept this game in conversation for over a decade. The 2025 remaster updated visuals while keeping charm. Dragons roam skies. Dungeons hide treasures. This game respects wandering. Exploration feels genuinely rewarding. The revamped AI, improved police chases, and dynamic events make exploration rewarding. If you want an RPG with style and one of gaming's most breathtaking cities, Cyberpunk 2077 is finally worth your time. In 2026, after years of patches, the game is absolutely phenomenal. Night City is gorgeous. Exploration reveals incredible stories. Character interactions are meaningful. The world feels alive. This game respects your time investment, finally living up to its potential. Ghost of Tsushima's sequel takes those elements to the next level by learning from the first game's exploration and presenting it in a more non-linear way. You're exploring Hokkaido in 1603 as Atsu. The environments are stunning. Combat is fluid and satisfying. The story explores new themes. Exploration feels organic without forced direction. The world is absolutely gorgeous. Sucker Punch proved they understand open world design. This 2025 gem respects player freedom. One of the best RPGs in recent memory, deserving to blow up like Skyrim with love. The learning curve is steep, but once you invest in the game's systems, there are few titles as immersive, interesting, and rewarding. Set in 1403 Bohemia during historical civil war, authenticity is incredible. No magic, pure medieval reality. Exploration feels dangerous. NPCs have schedules. The world respects your intelligence. Saving is limited, so mistakes matter. This immersive experience is unparalleled.
One of the biggest open-world games ever made, with a world measuring around 400 square kilometers, significantly larger than The Witcher 3. Built to feel alive, dynamic, and reactive, Pearl Abyss designed handcrafted regions with distinct cultures, enemy types, weather systems, and environmental storytelling. A world that feels bristling with opportunities, reveling in letting players explore and find off-the-wall solutions to puzzles, combat, and more. This 2026 release is absolutely phenomenal. Offers a massive open world heavily inspired by Breath of the Wild. There are puzzles to solve, monsters to defeat, and a long list of quests to complete. You're exploring Teyvat with customizable characters. The world is stunningly beautiful. Exploration is constantly rewarding. Climbing mountains feels organic. Swimming reveals underwater secrets. Combat encounters are engaging. New regions release regularly, keeping exploration fresh. Cross-platform play connects communities. This game respects your curiosity with phenomenal world design. A revolutionary open-world RPG where every choice reshapes your journey through deep storytelling and tactical combat. Each place, from eerie dungeons to lush forests, feels designed with purpose. You're navigating a world infected by mind flayer parasites. The story branches wildly. Character interactions matter. Combat is tactical and rewarding. Exploration reveals phenomenal quests. Multiple playthroughs feel completely different. The world respects your agency. This game proves choice-driven design creates unbeatable exploration. Built entirely around exploration, players essentially build their own stories by heading into the unknown. Like any great sci-fi series, every experience feels different, and there's fun discovering worlds no one has set foot on before. You're exploring 18 quintillion procedurally generated planets. Every world is unique. Base building is addictive, trading mechanics create a merchant gameplay. In 2025, after 12 years of updates, the exploration loop remains fresh with constant new content. This game respects infinite replayability. The sense of discovery never fades. One of the best games of its year. It's deeply emotional, opens up Japanese culture and samurai history to new audiences, and depicts a specific period with impressive accuracy. You're free to explore the open world at your leisure. You're Jin Sakai, protecting Tsushima from Mongol invasion. The samurai combat is satisfying. The world is gorgeous, capturing feudal Japan beautifully. The story explores honor and sacrifice. Exploration reveals secrets, rewarding curiosity. The standoff duels are legendary. The atmosphere is phenomenal. Ghost of EOT's sequel in 2025 proved Sucker Punch understands exploration design. Red Dead Redemption 2 raised the bar for open-world gaming when it arrived in 2018. From audio design to visuals, it's an immersive Western unlike anything achieved. Many things players discover aren't relevant to the main campaign or side quests. Hundreds of tiny stories play out in plain sight. You're living as outlaw Arthur Morgan. Every location is handcrafted with detail. NPCs react to your presence. Weather matters. The world feels alive moment to moment. Exploration reveals new stories constantly. The attention to detail is absolutely staggering. This game respects your time by making everything interesting. CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 3 takes top spot for writing and world building. Every side quest felt like it had the weight of a main mission. There was zero filler. A groundbreaking open-world RPG that weaves rich storytelling with meaningful choices in a living, breathing fantasy realm. You're Geralt investigating a war-torn world. The quests are phenomenal. NPCs are memorable with genuine character arcs. The world feels alive with consequence. The Blood and Wine DLC is phenomenal, standing as a complete game. This game defined what open-world storytelling could be. Exploration is rewarding at every turn. Dragon's Dogma 2 won the award for excellence at the Japan Game Awards 2024, with judges praising exploration elements unique to the open world and a high degree of freedom. Your pawns encourage you off the beaten track, giant enemies pursue you wherever you roam, posing new challenges, and it always feels good to explore because there's reward at the end 99.9% of the time. The world is alive with organic encounters. Exploring feels genuinely rewarding rather than checking boxes. The combat encounters are phenomenal. Character interactions are meaningful. This game respects your curiosity. Exploration never feels like busy work. Genuinely outstanding open-world design. Elden Ring is completely open world with no limitations except for the curiosity and skill of the players. The player can move toward any part of the map at any given time without external elements like loading screens stopping the flow of gameplay. Unlike other open-world games, there are far fewer diversions, but the quality is higher. The game splits content between small ruins with single rewards, larger mines and tombs for resources, and set pieces that feel like traditional Soulsborne levels. If something unusual appears in the distance, chances are a unique situation waits for you. This free-form nature means no forced progression. Explore at your own pace and fight bosses whenever you're ready. The DLC's Shadow of the Earth Tree sold over 10 million copies and received 94 out of 100 on Metacritic for offering similar rewarding exploration and atmosphere. The exploration philosophy is unmatched.